Ted, you ready? We'll take that as a yes. Hi, I'm Aaron. Welcome to AD Keto. This is the place where every week I talk to you about the ketogenic diet. And today we're starting a recipe series that I'm going to call I Like to Eat. Today we're keeping it as simple as humanly possible, starting from the very, very most basic recipe I could think of, sugar-free Jell-O. What you're going to need are a few very simple things. A saucepan, one that's capable of holding 2 cups of water. You're going to need a liquid measuring cup, a bowl in which the Jell-O will eventually rest, a fork, yes, a fork, and a packet of your favorite flavor of sugar-free Jell-O. Today we're doing lemon. First things first, we're going to take your liquid measuring cup, fill it up to the 1 cup mark, and start it to boil. Then immediately take your liquid measuring cup, again, fill it up to the 1 cup mark, and set it aside. And then we stare at the boiling water until it boils. So once your water's boiling, you're going to dump it in your serving bowl. Then we're going to take our box of Jell-O, open it up. Inside is a little packet. We're going to rip it open with our fork ready. We're going to dump the mixture into our bowl. And the reason I use a fork is that when you stir this stuff into the hot water, I think there's less surface area on the tines. I've used a spoon before and there's a lot of Jell-O looking stuff all over the spoon when I take it out. So I just use a fork. I find it's easier to mix it up that way. Dump that in and then start stirring. So we're gonna stir this for about 30 to 45 seconds until all the powder is completely dissolved in the hot water. Then we're gonna take our cup of cold water, which we set aside, and dump it into our bowl, mixing again. So we stir this for about another 30 to 45 seconds until it's all mixed together. Once it's all combined and all the stuff is dissolved, we just put it in the fridge for about 4 hours. I know it's kind of dumb to make a cooking video about Jell-O, probably the easiest thing in the world to make, but this has really become a staple of my diet. I used to have at night after work 2, 3, 4 bowls of cereal after dinner as a snack, just watching TV. That's out. That's gone. And now I have one of these, at least one of these, every night instead. And usually I'm making a double batch of these. So 2 cups of water to boil, put in 2 packets, 2 cups of cold water, and then I usually eat the whole thing. I made a double batch this morning. This flavor. Boing, 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 boing. It's ready to go. I mean, this would be delicious and perfect by itself, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the magic of this stuff. Heavy whipping cream. I am probably super dumb for not knowing this, but if you whip up heavy whipping cream, you get whipped cream. So about 1/3 of a cup of heavy whipping cream into the mixer. This mixer actually was given to my wife and me as a wedding gift in 1998, and it stayed inside its box for almost 20 years. I dug it out of the attic this past spring when I discovered all the things I could do with it. It had been 19 years and it was in perfect condition. So I crawled around up in the attic and found the mixer, and I was very pleased because it worked and it's awesome. I use it almost every night. So you put about 1/3 of a cup of heavy whipping cream into the mixer, and I've kind of got it eyeballed. I know that when I dump it in, as soon as the little bottom part kind of disappears and it's covered completely by heavy whipping cream, that's when I stop pouring. And then I take a few drops of vanilla extract, drip that in there, and I usually take about a teaspoon of Truvia. You can use whatever sweetener you like. I happen to be a fan of Truvia. I did use Splenda for a little while, but changed over to Truvia. I really like it. So you take about a teaspoon of this and dump this in and just start it to mixing. Slow at first so it doesn't splatter all over the place. And then high speed. So as soon as soft peaks form in the heavy whipping cream, I turn it off. The unwhipped stuff tends to climb up the sides here. I just give it a once over, get this kind of all mixed together. And then I whip it up a little bit longer. That should do it. And this is my favorite part, taking this off and giving it the old, take that, and I'll just kind of blop it right on there, spread it around. I like to it's weird, but I like to kind of put a nice coating of heavy whipped cream, I should say, around the top of this thing. So that's Jell-O, perfectly keto friendly. I'll flash up the macros, even though there's almost nothing to Jell-O. But I'll flash the macros up on the screen here, and hopefully Jell-O does it for you in the evenings like it does for me. Should I dig into it?
Yes.
I should dig into it? Okay, here I go. Oh yeah.
Oh, give me a bite.
Oh man, that's good. There you go.
Love it.
So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this weird video about me making Jell-O. Do you guys like Jell-O? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. It really helps me grow the channel. Hope to hear from you in the comments. You can follow me on Instagram at ADKeto and on Twitter at AD_Keto. And that is it. I will see you next Friday.